She's giving you every signal imaginable. Eye contact that lingers too long, touching your arm during conversation, laughing at jokes that aren't funny, creating opportunities to be alone with you, and you're sitting there, paralyzed by doubt, wondering if she's just being friendly, afraid of misreading the situation, overthinking every gesture until the moment passes. Meanwhile, she's wondering why you're not making a move, getting frustrated, losing interest, eventually moving on. Here's the brutal truth. Women rarely make the first move explicitly. Social conditioning, fear of rejection, and biological programming mean she'll drop hints and create opportunities, but you have to recognize them and act. The Stoics taught that wisdom comes from observing reality clearly, not as we wish it were. Reality is that attraction has a window, miss it, and it closes. Forever. Today, you're learning the 7 unmistakable signs she wants you to make a move. Not guesswork, not wishful thinking. Clear behavioral patterns that reveal interest. But more importantly, you're learning why most men miss these signs and how to develop the calm confidence to act when the moment arrives. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the importance of decisive action, not reckless action. Decisive action based on clear observation of reality. These 7 signs are your reality check. Stop second-guessing. Start observing. Then act. The first sign is sustained eye contact beyond social norms. Normal eye contact during conversation lasts 2 to 3 seconds. Polite, professional, unremarkable. When she's interested, eye contact extends. 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Sometimes longer. She holds your gaze even after the conversation point has passed. This isn't accidental. Sustained eye contact is biologically linked to attraction and intimacy. She's unconsciously communicating interest through the oldest signal in human evolution. Even more telling, she looks away, then looks back. This pattern of breaking and re-establishing eye contact shows she's drawn to you but managing the intensity. If you're getting this pattern repeatedly, she's interested. The question isn't whether she wants you to make a move, it's whether you'll have the courage to do it. Epictetus taught that courage isn't the absence of fear, but action despite fear. You'll feel nervous, make the move anyway. The second sign is she creates physical proximity and finds reasons to touch you. Watch her behavior in group settings. Does she position herself next to you consistently? Does she lean in when you talk? Does she close physical distance beyond what's necessary? Physical proximity is intentional. If she wanted distance, she'd create it. Instead, she's creating closeness. That's signal 1. Signal 2 is touch. She touches your arm during conversation, brushes against you when walking, finds excuses for physical contact, playfully punches your shoulder, adjusts your collar or picks lint off your shirt. These aren't accidents. Women are highly aware of physical contact. Every touch is a message. I'm comfortable with you. I want connection. I'm open to more. The man who misses these signals and fails to reciprocate appropriately will watch her interest fade, because unreturned signals eventually stop being sent. The third sign is she's consistently available and makes time for you. Actions speak louder than words, always. If she's genuinely busy when you suggest hanging out but never offers alternatives, she's not interested. But if she's consistently available, if she rearranges her schedule to see you, if she suggests specific times when she's free, if she follows up when plans fall through, she's interested, period. Women make time for what they want. If you're texting her and getting quick responses, if she's initiating conversations, if she's asking when she'll see you next. These aren't friendship behaviors. She's creating opportunities for you to make a move. Stop overthinking. Start acting. Seneca wrote about the importance of seizing opportunity when it presents itself. Hesitation is the death of possibility. The fourth sign is she asks personal questions and remembers details about your life. Surface-level conversation is safe. It's what you have with acquaintances. How's work? Nice weather. Generic pleasantries that mean nothing. When she's interested, questions go deeper. She asks about your family, your goals, your past, your beliefs, your fears. She's trying to understand you on a level that goes beyond casual friendship. Even more telling, she remembers. You mentioned something weeks ago and she brings it up. She asks how that thing you were worried about turned out. She references inside jokes you've developed. This investment of attention and memory reveals emotional investment. She's not just passing time, she's evaluating you as a potential partner. This is your sign to make a move. Because her emotional investment has a shelf life. If you don't act, it expires. The fifth sign is she gives you her full attention despite distractions. Watch her phone behavior. If she's constantly checking her phone during conversations, looking around the room, or seeming distracted, she's not that interested. But if her phone stays in her pocket, if she maintains focus on you despite activity around you, if she seems fully present in every interaction, that's attraction. Full attention is increasingly rare in our distracted world. When someone gives it freely, they're communicating value. She values your company. She's interested in what you have to say. She's fully engaged because being with you matters to her. This full presence is her way of saying, I'm here, I'm available, make your move. The sixth sign is she laughs at your jokes, even the bad ones. Humor response is a reliable indicator of attraction. When we're attracted to someone, our threshold for finding them funny drops significantly. Your joke is objectively mediocre. She laughs like it's comedy gold. Your comment is barely witty. She's grinning like you're a genius. This isn't about the joke, it's about her enjoying being in your presence. When you're attracted to someone, everything they do seems more charming, interesting, and funny. The laughter is also creating emotional bonding. Shared laughter builds connection and intimacy. She's unconsciously trying to deepen the bond between you. If she's laughing consistently, touching you while laughing, or referencing your jokes later, these are green lights. Stop waiting. Act. The seventh and most obvious sign is she creates opportunities to be alone with you. Group settings are safe. There's plausible deniability. Nothing has to happen. Pressure is low. When she suggests getting coffee, just the two of you. When she invites you to help her with something at her place. When she finds reasons to peel you away from the group. When she suggests you two should hang out sometime. She's not just enjoying your friendship. She's creating the conditions where something more can happen. These aren't subtle hints. These are invitations. She's doing everything except explicitly saying, I want you to make a move. And even then, she's probably wondering why you haven't already. Marcus Aurelius believed in reading situations clearly and acting appropriately. When all seven signs are present, the situation is clear. Your move is appropriate. Here's why most men miss these signs or fail to act on them. Fear. Fear of rejection. Fear of ruining the friendship. Fear of misreading the situation. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of her saying no. These fears are understandable, but they're also costing you opportunities that will never come again. The Stoics taught that we should evaluate our fears rationally. What's the actual worst case? She says no. The friendship might be awkward briefly. You move on. What's the cost of not acting? Permanent regret, watching her lose interest, eventually watching her with someone else who had the courage you lacked. Which fear is worse? Here's the reframe that eliminates hesitation. She's already shown interest. The question isn't whether she likes you. The signs have answered that. The question is whether you respect her interest enough to act on it. By not making a move, you're actually disrespecting the signals she's sent. You're ignoring her communication. You're wasting her time and emotional investment. Confident action is respectful. It acknowledges her signals and responds appropriately. Now, let's talk about how to make the move once you've identified these signs. First, calibrate to the level of interest she's shown. If she's giving you all 7 signs, you can be direct. If it's 3 or 4 signs, be more subtle and build gradually. Second, create a moment of isolation and intimacy. Pull her away from the group. Suggest going somewhere quieter. Create the conditions where a move feels natural, not awkward. Third, escalate gradually. Start with light physical touch if you haven't already. Touch her hand. Put your hand on her lower back, see how she responds. If she reciprocates or leans in, continue. Fourth, make your intention clear through statement or action. Either verbally express interest, I'm really enjoying spending time with you, I'd like to take you on a proper date. Or physically escalate, move closer, hold eye contact, and if the moment is right, go for the kiss. Fifth, Handle her response with calm confidence regardless of outcome. If she says yes or reciprocates, great. Continue building from there. If she's hesitant or says no, maintain your composure. No problem, I wanted to be clear about my interest. No pressure either way. This confidence in both success and rejection is what makes you attractive. You're not desperate for any particular outcome. You're simply clear about your interest and respectful of her response. Epictetus taught outcome independence. Control your actions, not the results. You can control whether you make a move. You cannot control her response. Here's what happens when you consistently miss these signs or fail to act. She loses interest. Not immediately, gradually. Each missed opportunity is a small disappointment. Each hesitation is a small question mark about your confidence and interest. Eventually, she assumes you're not interested. Or worse, she assumes you lack the courage to act on your interest. Either way, attraction fades. Women need to feel desired by a confident man. When you consistently fail to make a move despite clear signals, you're communicating either disinterest or weakness. Both kill attraction. The man who acts decisively when signs are clear is the man who succeeds with women. Not because he's more physically attractive, because he understands the game and plays it correctly. Here's the deeper truth. Making a move isn't just about romantic success. It's about developing the character trait of decisive action in the face of uncertainty. This trait transfers to every area of life: business opportunities, career moves, life decisions. The man who can act decisively when the moment calls for it succeeds across all domains. The man who perpetually hesitates, overthinks, and waits for perfect certainty stays stuck forever. The Stoics believed in training courage through progressive exposure to fear. Each time you act despite fear, you become stronger. Each time you hesitate, you become weaker. Making moves with women is courage training. Use it. One final critical point. These signs indicate interest, not consent to any specific action. Make your move appropriately. Read her responses. Respect her boundaries. Escalate only when each step is reciprocated. The goal is mutual attraction expressed respectfully, not pushing past resistance or ignoring discomfort. True confidence reads situations accurately and responds appropriately. That includes knowing when to advance and when to pause. Marcus Aurelius ruled with wisdom and strength, but also with respect and dignity. Bring these same qualities to how you pursue attraction. If you're ready to develop the observational skills to read these signs and the courage to act on them, comment below. I choose decisive action.